Imagine this. You build a company worth billions of dollars without manufacturing a single product, without owning massive warehouses, and without filling them with inventory. Sounds impossible? Yet, that's exactly what Meesho did. Every day, millions of people order clothes, kitchen products, beauty items, and home essentials from Meesho. But here's the strange part. Most people believe Meesho sells those products. It doesn't. So if Meesho doesn't own the products, where do they actually come from? Who packs them? Who ships them? And if Meesho never buys inventory, how does it become a billion-dollar company? The answer isn't hidden inside factories or giant warehouses. It's hidden inside a business model that completely changed the rules of e-commerce in India. Today, we're going behind the scenes of Meesho to uncover its zero inventory strategy, how millions of sellers built this empire, where the company actually earns its money, and why this simple idea turned into one of India's biggest startup success stories. By the end of this documentary, you'll realize the most valuable company isn't always the one that owns the products. Sometimes it's the one that connects millions of sellers, millions of customers, and earns from every transaction without owning the products itself. And that's exactly what makes Meesho's business model so powerful. Every day, millions of products are sold online, but have you ever wondered where all those products actually come from? They're not all manufactured by Amazon, Flipkart, or Meesho. Most of them come from thousands of independent sellers, small businesses, local manufacturers, and home entrepreneurs spread across India. The real problem was never manufacturing products, it was reaching customers. A small business in Jaipur or a home entrepreneur in Surat could create an amazing product, but without a nationwide marketplace, their customers were limited to just one city or sometimes just one neighborhood. That's where Meesho saw an opportunity. Instead of building more warehouses or buying more inventory, it built a platform where millions of independent sellers could instantly reach customers across the country. The company wasn't trying to become the biggest seller, it wanted to become the bridge between sellers and buyers. And that single decision completely changed how Meesho would grow, how it would scale, and eventually how it would make billions without owning the products itself. This is where Meesho's business model completely changes the game. For most e-commerce companies, every new product means more inventory, more warehouses, more storage costs, and more financial risk, because once they buy the products, their money gets locked inside inventory. If those products don't sell, the losses belong to the company. Meesho never takes that risk. It doesn't buy the products. It doesn't manufacture them. And in most cases, it doesn't even store them. Instead, independent sellers list their own products on the platform. When a customer places an order, the seller receives it directly, packs the product, and hands it over to the logistics partner for delivery. Throughout this entire process, the product never belongs to Meesho. It always belongs to the seller. That single decision eliminates one of the biggest costs in traditional e-commerce. No billions locked inside unsold products. No massive inventory risk. No need to keep building warehouses every time the business grows. That means every new seller can increase the platform's product selection without increasing Meesho's inventory. Every new customer can generate more orders without forcing the company to buy more products. That's the real power of a zero inventory business model. And that's what makes Meesho's asset-light strategy one of the smartest. A zero inventory model can only work if millions of sellers are willing to trust your platform. And that's exactly what Meesho achieved. Instead of partnering only with large brands, Meesho opened its marketplace to small businesses, local manufacturers, home entrepreneurs, and first-time online sellers from every corner of India. For many of them, Meesho became their first opportunity to sell products to customers outside their own city. As more sellers joined the platform, the number of products grew rapidly, and as customers discovered more choices at competitive prices, the platform became even more attractive. That's the power of a marketplace. More sellers bring more products attract more customers, and more customers encourage even more sellers to join. This creates a self-growing cycle where every new participant makes the platform stronger than before. The best part is, Meesho doesn't need to manufacture or purchase any of those products. It simply expands the network, and the larger that network becomes, the more valuable the entire marketplace becomes. That's why Meesho's biggest asset isn't inventory, it's the trust and participation of millions of sellers, building one of India's largest digital marketplaces. Everything we've discussed so far leads to one question. If Meesho doesn't manufacture products, doesn't own inventory, and doesn't sell its own products, then how does it actually make money? The answer is Meesho isn't in the product business, it's in the platform business. Every order that moves through its marketplace creates an opportunity to earn revenue. Instead of earning from product margins, Meesho earns by offering services that keep the marketplace running. These include seller commissions, logistics services, advertising and product promotions, and other value-added solutions used by sellers to grow their business. The bigger the marketplace becomes, the more orders flow through the platform, and the more orders that are completed, the more revenue Meesho generates. Notice something. Meesho doesn't need to own more products to earn more money. It simply needs more transactions. That's why its business model scales with activity, not inventory. Even if the company earns only a small amount from each successful order, millions of transactions every month turn those small earnings into a massive business. That's the hidden engine behind Meesho. It doesn't make money by selling products. It makes money by making millions of transactions possible. Meesho didn't become a billion-dollar company by owning millions of products. It became a billion-dollar company by connecting millions of sellers with millions of customers. That's the power of a marketplace. The bigger the network grows, the stronger the business becomes. Sometimes the smartest companies don't own the products. They own the platform. Ending. The next time you open Meesho, remember, you're not just shopping, you're witnessing one of India's smartest business models in action, created by Surabhi Gupta.